Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will do this amazing pumpkin. This crochet project I am using 100% cotton yarn for orange and 3.5mm hook. Very simple project and relatively fast, very beginner friendly. We'll start with making a slip knot. We're making medium size pumpkin. It will require to chain 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is how it looks like. It will be our height of the pumpkin, and I will do the 31 chain to properly turn it. Now we will be doing 30 half double crochets. Each row begins with chain 1 and then turning the work. For this specific pumpkin we will go from the next row only into the back loop. I will show you later when we will finish this row. This is how will look your work finishing first row. Now we will chain 1 and turn work. Starting from row number 2, we will do the same half double crochets, but only into the back loop. I will show you how to do that. For pumpkin I showed to you, I done exactly 31 rows. So it's very easy to remember. If you would like to make a smaller pumpkin, you need to crochet, for example, 10, 11 chains at the beginning, and the tall of your pumpkin should be at least the same amount, so it will be containing 10 or 11th row of half double crochet for this method of making a pumpkin.
Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never show, there are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if
Continue crocheting. I will meet you at the end when you will have required amount of the rows done.
You can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you
Hey, I done all the rows. Now it's time to join. I will be joining with the slip stitch. It's the easiest method as well. The joint won't be that visible because we have this riffle type of the pumpkin. So to make it, just pull your hook through 2 chains, 2 loops on the other side. Sometimes it's not that easy to see the first and the last one, but I believe in you, you can do that. And then pull through the yarn through both loops, like the loop on one side of the pumpkin and the other side, and continue that to the end of the row. I will show you how I do that.
was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing.
The last one.
Just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this
Now choose the side which you would prefer to have as a front one. Once you're done, I will show you how to join one of the sides and then the other sides after we will fulfill the pumpkin. So now we will be joining one of the ends of the pumpkin. For that, pull your last loop as maximum as you want, but not too much. We will use this yarn the same we are joining our parts to be together to as well join the bottom of the pumpkin or the top if you would like to have it as a top. For that as well, you will preferably need a yarn needle to put the yarn inside and easily and faster join the end. So it's very simple. You need just to make these like snake-like movements at the end of your pumpkin to join, and when you will finish, just pull the yarn and it will be joined perfectly. I will secure the yarn with making a knot with the first yarn leftover we have from our beginning chains. So just make few knots here and you will be safe, because this part will be inside part, or if this is your outside part, you easily can put this yarn through the small hole you have left from the connection to the other side, so it's not an issue at all. It's time to stuff our pumpkin with something. I have the cotton to put inside, like these fluffy things. I would prefer to have it as squishy as possible, to be like the pumpkin anti-stress. As well, it little bit looks like a tulip for me. If we will join the other top other way, it will be a tulip basically. For joining the top part, we also will need to have yarning needle and some part of the yarn, the same color we have. Joining absolutely the same way as we joined the lower part, like this method, and later on I will be able to tighten and secure my topper part of the pumpkin with the same like stitching kit to each other, like the ends of my yarn, I mean. Pull the ends of the yarn to close the pumpkin and then just connect them to each other, like stitch them together or whatever other method you prefer. Using the yarn needle, I will be securing the leftover of my yarn by pulling through inside of the pumpkin. As well, I plan to connect the yarn to the lower part of the pumpkin to secure it and to be sure that the pumpkin is not look like an orange. Yay, finally we have a pumpkin. So leftover yarn on the top you can secure and make it as a decoration for your Halloween or Thanksgiving, like the hanging decoration. Using the green 100% cotton yarn, I will show you how to do the topper part of the pumpkin, like the pumpkin tail. I prefer to have a longer pumpkin tail, so I will start with crocheting 15 chains. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So this will be the heights of the tail. And now I will be doing the tail only in the single crochets. So single crochet to the end and then chain 1, turn your work and continue single crochets, but only as we done with the pumpkin, into the back loop. So it will have also some volume for your tail. Continue to doing this 3 rounds. we're joining our ends also using the slip stitch, exactly the same way we join the pumpkin. Once we join all through the end, we will start with doing the base for the tail. Starting from chaining 2, now make few half double crochets inside of our base of the pumpkin tail. So this way you will widen the area where we will join our pumpkin tail to the pumpkin, so it will be nicer and easier look afterwards. I will making 8 half double crochets, 2 half double crochets into each hole I am putting my hook. After that, join with a slip stitch to the first half double crochet. Now we will make the last row for the pumpkin tail, so we'll start with chaining 2. After that we will do 1 half double crochet into the same stitch, then 1 double crochet into the same stitch and 1 half double crochet as well into the same stitch, and repeat that in all of the 8 stitches you have. After that, join with a slip stitch to the first. This is how the base looks like. I will join it with the slip stitch to the first chain we have. After that, I will show you how to make a vine. To make a vine, you will need to migrate your initial loop a little bit closer to the base of the tail. To make it easier, you may slip stitch into the topper stitches you have here to migrate the hook and the yarn closer to the base. My vine will be 25 chains long. You may do as much as you prefer. So now I will be doing a single crochet all the way down to the base and one single crochet and then to the base of our pumpkin tail. Congratulations, this part done as well. Now we will need only to join our pumpkin tail to the pumpkin. To join them, I will start with the joining green yarn which I have left over here on the top from the vine, and the pumpkin colored yarn, the orange yarn, I will be sewing it to the pumpkin. As we have the green yarn as well here, I will start with sewing it to the more or less the center of the pumpkin to hide the leftover and the connection from the joining the yarns. After that I will plan to join it into the spaces where we have the half double crochets on the last row, so it will look nicer this way. But if you prefer any other way or joining with the green yarn, please feel free to do that. No one knows exactly what are you planned to do if you won't share your plans, so don't worry if you mess up. congrats! You joined the tail of the pumpkin to the pumpkin. Now what I'm doing is going through all of the pumpkin with the yarn I have left to make it less oval, less round, to make it more oval, like the pumpkin look. So this way I can pull the yarn and squeeze my pumpkin a bit, so it will have the shape I would prefer. You're done now! Congratulations! Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I will try to make more interesting content for you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye!